India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the Indian diaspora in Japan. Modi's meeting with the Indian community comes just a day before the G20 summit begins. Modi thanked the Indian diaspora for its support during the recent Indian general elections. He also said that India will become a $5 trillion economy.
मुझे पता है कि आप में से भी अनेक साथियों का इस जनमत में योगदान रहा है। किसी ने भारत आकर के प्रत्यक्ष काम किया, मेहनत की, 40-45 डिग्री टेम्परेचर पे काम करते रहे। कुछ लोगों ने सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से ट्विटर, फेसबुक, नरेंद्र मोदी ऐप, जो भी जगह से जो भी बात कह सकते हैं पहुंचाने का प्रयास किया। कुछ लोगों ने अपने गांव में अपने पुराने दोस्तों को चिट्ठियां लिखी, ईमेल भेजे। यानी आपने भी एक प्रकार से किसी न किसी रूप में भारत के इस लोकतंत्र के उत्सव को और अधिक ताकतवर बनाया और अधिक प्राणवान बनाया। और इसके लिए भी आप सभी का मैं बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं।
On the eve of the G20 summit in Osaka, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has slammed what he called Pakistan's state-sponsored large-scale industry of terrorism. This was during his address to the leaders' summit in Buckinghamshire near London. The summit was organized as a part of the India-UK Week celebrations. Speaking on a live video link from New Delhi, Jaishankar asked countries like Britain to be more proactive in calling out nations like Pakistan that obstruct international rules-based order.
Normal neighbor. Now, what do I mean by normal? I don't think anywhere in the world today, do you have a country which has an industry of people who are trained and armed and motivated to go and commit acts of terror in a neighboring country.
Prime Minister Modi and US President Donald Trump are expected to meet in Osaka tomorrow, and a day ahead of that bilateral meeting, Donald Trump tweeted hitting out at New Delhi for what he claims are very high tariffs. Trump's tweet is now on your screens. He wrote, and I quote, "I look forward to speaking with Prime Minister Modi about the fact that India, for years having put very high tariffs against the United States, just recently increased the tariffs even further. This is unacceptable and the tariffs must be withdrawn," unquote. This comes days after Trump hit out at India's tariffs on American motorcycles. Trump said that even though India reduced its tariffs from 100% to 50%, it is still too high and not acceptable. Trump has repeatedly referred to India as the quote-unquote tariff king. This, however, is just one side of the story. The United States of America has slapped heavy import duties on steel and aluminium products. Despite requests, Washington has denied New Delhi any exemption from these tariffs. India then raised import duties on a range of goods, including walnuts, almonds, and shrimps. These tariffs were only retaliatory in nature. Now, earlier this month, the U.S. also terminated the preferential trade status for India. The preferential trade status program allowed $5.6 billion worth of Indian goods to enter the United States of America duty-free. India retaliated by slapping higher tariffs on 28 American products. Government sources have said that the tariffs imposed by India are well within the rates of the World Trade Organization, or WTO. In fact, some of the peak tariffs of the U.S. are much higher than the Indian duties. Adding fuel to the trade war fire, the U.S. president is now cracking down on H-1B visas that most Indian professionals apply for in order to work in the U.S. And we here at Beyond World is One are bringing you all the coverage from Osaka in Japan. On the sidelines of the G20 summit, grandmas grooved on the streets of Osaka to welcome the world to the G20 summit. Here's a look. Japanese idol group Oba-chan, which comprises of talented grandmothers, danced and rapped on the streets of Osaka. Sporting tiger print shirts and floral pants, the women in their 60s and 70s delighted shoppers and tourists in downtown Osaka with their new song. The group hopes that their funky new song, which has gone viral, will help promote the energetic vibes of Osaka's residents to the world. Remember, leaders of the world's top 20 economies have arrived in Osaka for the two-day summit to discuss global economy and trade issues.